I know I didn't post a video yesterday for Testimony Tuesday, and today is actually Mental Wellness Wednesday. So today is going to be like a mixed video. So it's touching on mental wellness, but I'm also sharing my testimony of something that I actually went through and experienced yesterday. And it's almost like somewhat of a confessional too. So it's a confessional testimony Mental Wellness Wednesday video. And it's a confessional because I know like I'm always getting on here like sharing about God and sharing a word and telling you to get in relationship with God and find your purpose and get locked in and like just get into relationship with God basically. And yesterday, y'all, God directed me to do something, or to do something. God was directing me to do something, and I didn't want to do it. Like, I don't know, it just like something stirred up in my spirit where I wasn't really like rocking with it like that. I wasn't really trying to do it or whatever the case may be. So I spazzed out. Like, I start yelling, like I start cussing, start getting angry, getting upset. Basically just me and God going back and forth. Like I really wasn't with it. I wasn't feeling what he was directing me to do. I wasn't and I made that known basically. And then like every time, like, cause this is not the first time that this happened. And here's another thing, like when you get locked in with God and you get in relationship with God and you really like serious on your walk and you're really trying to figure out what the purpose is that he has for you so that you can step into your promise and receive your blessing and like experience all the success and everything that come along with it, then like I made a video a while ago speaking about how like the hardest part of taking a walk and getting into relationship with God is enduring until the end and just staying patient through like all the trials, all the tribulations, everything that you got to endure basically and persevere through while you on your walk prior to receiving your promise and getting your breakthrough and stepping into everything that comes along with that. And that's still the hardest part. Like, don't get me wrong, that's still the hardest part. But also, when you on a walk with God, man, you trying to figure out like what it is that he's calling you to do, God is going to direct you to do a lot of things that you don't want to do. He's going to direct you to do a lot of things that don't necessarily match up to what you've been believing your whole life. Like, it say in the Bible, be transformed by the renewing of your mind, and you are a new creation in Christ. Like, once you lock in with God and he's preparing you for a purpose, he gonna call you to do stuff that you ain't never done before. And God rewards your obedience. And it's like I said, it's saying in the Bible, be transformed by the renewing of your mind. And eventually, like, it's gonna take, let me say this, because it's gonna take a lot of times, like when you like on this walk where you do lose your cool, you do like spaz out and have some choice words when you speaking to God. But it's important to take some time and just sit down, whether you upset or not. Count to 10, hell nah, but just sit down and really consider what it is, like the pros, the cons, like what could potentially be the benefits of what God is calling you to do. But at the same time, it's really not even for us to understand. Like, it says also in the Bible that God's ways are not our ways. His thoughts are not our thoughts. So God will direct you to do things, to cut certain people off, to um to basically stretch yourself beyond your comfort zone. And like, it's all like for him preparing you to step into this purpose. Like, if he's asking you to cut people off, he's asking you to make room for the new people that he is getting ready to bring into your life. People that will come and support your goals, support your purpose. You see what I'm saying? Like, and God sees everything, he hears everything. So he was present for conversations that you did not hear, that you were not present for. You see what I'm saying? So you can't question God when it comes to stuff like this. Person going the wrong way down the street. Anyway, you can't you can't question God, bro. God is present for conversations that you didn't hear. So if he's asking you to cut certain people off, or so you just got to understand, like, God's thoughts are not our thoughts. His ways are not our ways. If he's asking you to do something, it's not necessarily for you to understand right now in this moment. But once you step into your promise and receive that breakthrough and step into the purpose, then God, like, will show you basically all the past steps and everything that you've been through, whatever the case may be, that led you up to this point, and he will, like, to where it all makes sense. You see what I'm saying? Because God, like I said, God was present for the conversations that you were not present for. He heard what you did not hear. So if he's asking you to cut certain people out, it's just to make room for the people that he has prepared to bring into your life to help you out in your purpose. You get what I'm saying? Like, every relationship that you have is not necessarily a beneficial relationship. You might, like, love the person or the people, or you might feel like, okay, well, these are the people that I've known, like, for however long, and these, like, this is what I know, this is what's familiar to me. But God will call you beyond the familiar. Like, God is trying to prepare you for a purpose that he has for you in this world. Like, God is preparing you and getting ready to take you into your next. And if he's bringing people into your life to help you and to support you, then you have to make room to receive those people. If you carrying all of these relationships and connections with folks that don't assist you in your purpose, that don't support you, that don't add any value to your purpose or where it is that God is trying to take you, where he's trying to, the direction he's trying to take you in, then you're only one human being. You get what I'm saying? You only have there's only so much time in a day. There's only so much time and energy that you have within yourself to dedicate to all of these different relationships. So if you have, like, people in your life that are not adding value and, like, are not really serving much of a purpose, then it's detrimental to your growth and to your success and to everything, to your purpose, basically, to take time and energy from your day to entertain relationships that's not bringing you benefit, when you could be spending that time communicating and giving your energy and time to relationships that are helping you in your purpose, that are helping you to grow, that are supportive, that are all of the things that God needs or wants you to have, like, that bring value to your life. You get what I'm saying? So you have to make room, you have to make space. But yesterday, I spazzed. I spazzed, and I'm at the bottom of the ninth in my walk, like, before I step into my breakthrough and receive my promise. You get what I'm saying? Like, so I got to be real careful. And spiritual warfare, like I said, is very real. But yeah, I spazzed. God directed me to do something, and I didn't understand, and I wasn't thinking in that moment that it's not my place to understand. It's my place right now to just be obedient to what it is that God is calling me to do, to the change that God is calling me to make, to the transformation. You get what I'm saying? And I hesitated, and I got upset, and I start spazzing, cussing, yelling, and getting upset. But then I had to stop and think, about it, actual situation that Jesus experienced in the Bible, like before he got crucified, before he got whipped and hung on the cross and all of that nonsense that he had to endure for us. He went up on a mountain and he prayed to God. He asked God, listen, if at all possible, God, take this cup from me. I don't want to have to do this. He prayed to God to take that mission and that purpose off of him. But at the end of the day, he said, but if it's not possible, God, in order to fulfill your prophecy, let your will be done. At the end of the day, like basically Jesus was saying, God, I don't want to do this. If it's any type of way that I don't have to go through this, like take this cup from me. But at the end of the day, if this is your purpose for me and this needs to happen in order for your prophecy to be fulfilled, then let your will be done, God. Let your will be done. And I had to sit down and take time, like, and this is important to do. And if you ever want to walk with God, sometimes if you don't agree with what God is directing you to do, don't spaz, pray, sit down, take some time, really like try to understand or see the outcome or the benefit, but really you might not even see it. Sometimes God just be testing you. God tests you a lot too, just to see if you're ready, just to make sure that you're ready to step into the purpose that he has for you. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, so just take it into prayer, man. Take some time and don't just jump the gun. Sometimes you got to take time and just calm down and consider, weigh all the pros and the cons. And once I did that, and I thought about what I just said about with Jesus going on the mountain and praying, like, and then God just saying, but at the end of the day, God, let your will be done. That helped me. That helped me a lot to calm myself down and to say, okay, you know what, God, you directed me to do this. I might not understand, but at the end of the day, let your will be done. You are present for, you know all things. You see all things. You know things that I don't know. You see things that heard conversations that I didn't hear, that I didn't see. You see what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, God is working all things for my good. God's plans for me are for good, not for harm. You see what I'm saying? So you just got to remember all of these things and bring all of these things into recollection when you get into the moments where he directing you to do something and you don't really want to do it. He directing you to cut off some relationships and you really don't want to do it, or whatever the case may be. Like, at the end of the day, this is all preparing me to make space and make room and to receive all the blessings and all the things that God been working out for my good on the other side of what I can't see. You see what I'm saying? So yeah, so that's my testimony, man. That happened yesterday. God was directing me to do some things. I didn't really like want to do it. I didn't see the benefit of it or whatever, like, but I had to pull myself together. I had to be obedient. Because at the end of the day, God rewards your obedience at the end of the day. I'm not bigger than God. I can't sit here and argue and go back and forth, like, because God, no, his ways are not my ways. His thoughts are not my thoughts. He sees things that I'm not always present for. He knows things that I don't always. He knows the full big picture that I don't see just yet. But once I step into where it is that he calling me to go, then he will show me all of these things and reveal all of these things to me. You get what I'm saying? So yeah, the mental wellness part is just making sure, like, before you spaz out, man, always just take some time. Like I said, always lock in with God, man, for direction, guidance, whatever, clarity, confidence, everything. Just to get some direction, man. It's important to have direction. But yeah, if you ever get into them, like, a moment when you are on a walk with God and you're not really understanding, like, what it is he's calling you to do, just take some time, man, before you spaz out. Just calm down, collect your thoughts, weigh the pros and the cons, understand that it's not for you to understand, and yeah, and just make sure that you pull yourself back together at the end of the day, because it ain't worth it. It ain't worth it, man. And don't let it cost you. Don't let your disobedience cost you your blessings and your success and stepping into your promise that God been working out for you at the end of the day, because you're upset or don't want to do something. You see what I'm saying? So yeah, that, and I'm not posting a video tomorrow. Tomorrow is Travel Thursday, so I had a few people that reached out to me. So I'm gonna go speak to them, talk to them about getting on the walk with God, like pray with them or whatever the case may be. And if you are interested, like I said, you don't necessarily gotta wait till Surrender Sunday to reach out to me about locking in with God. Reach out to me any day. You can hit me on my IG at One Prophet King, and just let me know that, listen, you trying to lock in with God, like we'll set it up for another like Thursday or whatever the case may be, and we can link up, and I'll get you locked in, I'll get you set up, and we can go from there. But other than that, man, enjoy y'all day today. It's a beautiful day. Be safe today, stay out the way, take everything one step at a time, one day at a time, focus on finding yourself and finding your purpose. I love you, King V. H&R, y'all.